Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are gonna close out the fourth week of November, and open up the last week. Even though it's technically the first week of December, for me, it's still the last week of the month because of how I get paid. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go through the expenses, unstuff them, and all that good things. So now, of course, I get a notification right now. Let's calculate how much I spent this week and in which category. So spending was $10.72, joint was $330, renovation was $259.25. We went to IKEA, of course. And subscriptions, I finally got my crosswords for next year. And then a gym membership, so $92.99. And then celebrations for Christmas was $5.92. A couple of gifts for friends. I'm starting, to buy everything for Secret Santa that we need. And in total for this week, it was €698.88. Perfect. So now let's do the little unstuffing of them. Let's see what we're gonna need. Once again, I'm filming in a little bit of a different setting because of the lighting, and it's winter time and it gets, dark at like 2 p.m. So I have to, switch around everything. So I'm gonna take some ones out for change and a couple of smaller bills for some change, and then we can do the unstuffing. And we're going to start with the black binder, and that's going to be for our weekly spending. So we didn't spend anything in groceries or dine out, so we're going to keep that as is. In spending, we're going to take out 11, so I'm going to put 20 and take back 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So that is for spending. In joint, we spent a little bit more than we wanted to, or we have like a set budget. So I need to take out more. This is 300 in here, but I need 330. So I'm gonna mark down that I owe myself €30. So all of this we can take out. So let's do that. And for buffer, I still owe myself €12 for overspending, so that's fun, but that is for the joint. And then in subscriptions binder, it's the purple one, we need to take out 39 from gym. Let's see, we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 6, 7, 8, and 9, so exactly what we needed. 39. Let's mark that down. 0 here. And then from crosswords, let's see, we need €54 to take out. We have 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 54. And let's see, minus 54, and we are having 10 left over. I don't plan to buy any more of the crosswords for this year, so I'm just gonna transfer these €10 to somewhere else. And let's see where we can add them. So I'm probably gonna add in sports. Let's do a 5 here. So 5 here in sports. And I guess these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we can do in joint. We can go back to the black binder and add them in joint just to cover the difference. So joint, I'm technically adding 5. But we're just gonna keep it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so now we owe 25 in joint. So that's with this, and that's subscriptions. And now we have everything in the big binder. Let me grab it. And that's in our A5. And we need to take out from celebrations. That's going to be €6 from Christmas. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be Christmas. Christmas. And let's see, from friends, let's take out 6. And we should have 70 then left. So 5 and 6. Perfect. That's for this. Okay. And then we only have the renovation one. That's for 260 from here. And let's see. Minus 260, we should have 453 left. So we'll see if that's the case. So 250, 60 we're taking out. So now 200, 420, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, and 3. Indeed, what we needed to have in here. Perfect. So that's all for the unstuffing of these. So now we can go and do the actual amount. So I'm going to take all of this away. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, I'm going to add this here because I think I'm going to need some change. But now for the actual amounts for the budget. So we did have 600 worth of income. And in groceries, we didn't spend anything. So we're just adding, oops, I'm dropping everything down. So we're just adding a 0 here. And for dine out, we also didn't spend anything. But we are gonna move this money around a little bit to cover all of the debts that I have. And for spending, we have 9, I think, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. So that was €9 we have left over. So we spent 11. So for joint account, we're gonna add 25 to cover technically the debt that I owe myself. So that's gonna be plus 25. So let's do 0. So there's that. So 45 plus 25, we actually added 70. And for buffer, we still need, let's see, we need 12 to finish. So 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, and 20. Okay, so this 10, 1, 2, 11, and 12 is gonna go to cover technically the debt that I have. And then the leftover 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5. Yes, and 12. So I'm going to add a 12 again to build this up because I do want to have this at 50 at all times. So we added 24 here in total. And with the 5 that we had, so that's 24 plus 5 is 29. So this should be correct with all of the numbers, but we'll see at the end, I guess. So that's 110. Indeed, perfect. That means that we didn't mess up anywhere. So all of the other amounts for all of the categories stayed the same. 209 was in total in monthly. Subscriptions got 6. Renovation got 205. 20 went into emergency and 15 travel. So that was in total 275. And all of the amounts stayed the same. So it should be 600, which means that each euro of our income has a place to go in our budget. So that's 600. Perfect. So now we can set up the next week budget. And I don't think I have a clean sheet. Yep. I'm going to go grab that really quickly. Okay, so I grabbed a clean sheet, and for me, this is a budget that starts on the 6th of December, and our income for this week is going to be 605, so 605 euros. For the weekly spending, 20 is going to go in groceries, 20 is going to go into dine out. Spending is also going to get a 20. Joint account is going to get 20, and buffer is going to get a 10. So in total, that's going to be 90 euros. For monthly, we're going to add 175 in rent and 50 in utilities to cover that heating bill that I know is going to hit me. So that's 225 in total. For sinking funds, we're not adding anything. In subscriptions, also nothing this week. And then the rest is going to go into savings and others. So in apartment, I'm going to add 200 in total, and 5 is going to go into building upkeep. Taxes is going to get a 5 as well, and then renovation is going to get the rest, so 190. And then for celebrations, we're going to add 10 in other, so that's total. In Christmas, we're going to add a 10 in others. Then in emergency fund, it's going to get 20, and travel is going to get a 50. So this entire category is, let's see, 290 euros. So I think that should bring the total. So weekly 90, 225 in monthly, and savings 290. So 90 plus 225 plus 290 is indeed 605, which means that we have a zero-based budget, which is what we strive for every week. So that is the setup for the last week of November. I'm going to be back tomorrow with a cash stuffing of this paycheck, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But oops, I kicked the camera. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a very wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!